We're coming up on January 19th, and that day, if you didn't know, is pretty much the National Give Up Your Resolution Day as far as your New Year's resolution. And it's funny because this is when it gets real. This is when the change that you wanted to make in your life gets hard and real and legit, and you got to keep going. And it's also the time of year when depression kicks in. Hi, I'm Jackie with Coventry Creations. We're going to do our Coventry Magic Oracle reading today. And I want to talk about the lies that depression tells you. It's a giant lie because none of it's real. It is real with many people. They get a very physical depression. It also starts in the spirit. There's a spiritual depression. There's an emotional depression. And there's one that I don't think we talk about enough, which is the grief depression. We grieve when things aren't perfect or when we have to give up an ideal or when something isn't working out. We grieve when people die. We grieve when relationships die. We grieve when our childhood dies, all of these things. And it creates this little bit of a depressive state, maybe a lot of bit of a depressive state that we don't acknowledge and we don't take care of. So that's kind of a spiritual depression that happens. And there's no one depression that is greater or less than another. They're all real to us, and yet at the same time, they're giant lies. So I thought today what we could do is we could ask the Oracle, what products can I use or can you use to help you through times when depression feels more real than the abundance and the gratitude in our lives? It's been a big subject matter for a lot of people this past week specifically, and I want to give a little help. So what energies, what magic, what candles or products will help you when you feel that your depression is more truthful than the amazing things that are going on in your life? So we're going to do the stack for what needs to be healed, what needs to be cleared, and what's in our blind spot. What is the hidden resources that we already have to help us through this? So here's what needs to be healed. Oh, look at this. You're not alone. Miracles are possible. So what needs to be healed is a lot of times depression, no, not a lot of times, all the time, when we buy into and we make depression more important than our relationship with the divine, by whatever name, whether it's a greater force or your ancestors or the spirits around you or the goodness in humanity, when we make the depression more important than our relationship with positive energies, then it becomes more real. But when we say, no, I'm going to get help to get through this. Look at this grief. You saw me shuffle. This is what needs to be cleared. Clear out others' emotions with a salt bath and time alone to process your own feelings. The grief candle is talking about how there's a story that you've created behind what's going on. There is something that's attached to some childhood issues or some things that have happened in maybe past lives or earlier in this life. And that thing is what is circling in your head. So spend some time and find out what that thing is. What is that fear that you're needing to let go of? Because it's that fear that's keeping you in that place of continual grief. Grief's purpose is to lift it up and out. So that's why grieving is so important. And here's the resources that are hidden in your blind spot. Holy mackerel. Look at this. Love. Love. Angels, grief. I mean, really, you're surrounded by love. So these candles together, or you can get the love oil, you can get the inner balance oil, however you need to use this with different stones. You could use a rose quartz, a selenite, and a celestite. That'll help amazing with this whole thing. But bring these together to say, I'm going to fill my life with love. That's the thing that pushes the depression away. There's no room for depression to be in there and to take hold when you look to the love that is in your life. It's not just the romantic love, it's friends. It's my friend who's on the other side of this camera right now who gives me lots of love and encouragement. It's turning to the outside world where you know you're loved unconditionally, or maybe conditionally, but you're going to get those positive strokes. It's turning to the divine to say, I know you're there. I need to feel you. I need you to supersede whatever emotions are going on, and I need to feel you and make you present. And then it's letting go of the things that are keeping your energy low and you depressed. It's a good time to do this because you're worth it. This ideal weight or ideal money or ideal relationship is a lie. You are amazing right now in this moment. You're exactly where you need to be, and you're going through exactly what you need to go through to get stronger, to be more amazing when times get better. This is a time of where we need to be grateful for our lessons because they help us really appreciate when things are going well. And that's what I have for you today. I want you to feel joy. I want you to feel the love that is in your life. I want you to let go of the things that are keeping you in grief and in keeping you depressed. Because that, above and beyond anything else you may do, is real, true, deep soul magic. Jackie out.